It's late May, and out west where I fish, that means runoff. But in one specific location, things operate a bit differently. Here, the snowmelt has long finished and the streams run clear. As I begin the long drive from my home in Colorado, my goal is to camp and fish the region for its many willing trout. Winter has finally come to an end, and with the promise of spring fishing within reach, nothing could possibly stand in my way. Or so I thought. You gotta love those rose-colored, polarized lenses. That rain last night certainly filled up this small creek at least to the brim. The clarity is quite a bit down. Welcome to the Black Hills of South Dakota. It's still pretty early in the morning, but we were supposed to have some pretty severe thunderstorms rolling through this area this afternoon. So I'm at my camp spot for the night. I'm gonna set up my hammock and my tarp before the rains really come in. And as soon as I get done with that, we're gonna hit this incredible brook trout stream that's just down the hill from me. So let's get all set up here and let's get fishing. Feels so good to be back. One of my absolute favorite streams that I've ever fished. This place is just magical, lush, beautiful, and filled with so many hungry brook trout. First fish. They're all small in here, but they are absolute gems. Perfect little brook trout stream and a perfect little brook trout. Check out those colors. Gorgeous. They're coming quick today, just the way I like a brookie stream. Gorgeous. There we go. There we go. Give that dry fly a little hop right on the bank there. And it was too much to resist. I have to say, and I say this with a big asterisk, the trout are not coming quite as easily and as quickly as the last time that I visited here. And to be fair, I think it was like probably late June or so when I came here last. And right now it's Memorial Day weekend. So the water's a little colder. You know, spring is kind of just coming on here. So I think it makes sense. But I'm having to make some more casts and kind of pool hop a little bit more quickly in order to find fish that are willing. Another thing that's really been helping and triggering strikes is just imparting some movement to the dry fly. I've got a little elk hair caddis on here, and the fish have really been responding to making it kind of flutter and dance on the surface, or to get Japanese and legit Tenkara with it, doing some pon-pon. Pon-pon is basically when you tap on the handle, and that's been triggering a lot of strikes. This one was straight up dead drifted though, and this beautiful brookie, he certainly wanted it. This might be the biggest one of the day so far. Not huge, but certainly a nice, pretty specimen for this creek. So anyways, before I caught that fish, I was talking about the pon-pon technique. And so basically, you need to be on a tight line. So you need to have a direct connection to your dry, and you're kind of just going like this on the handle. It imparts a little vibration, a little bit of natural insect life and movement. I already made a couple dead drift casts through here, and I was doing a little bit of pon-pon, a little popping it off the surface, and that little guy came up and smacked it. Didn't connect to him, which is to be expected from fish this small, but definitely got him to move. And there's another one. What a pretty little brook trout, huh? I'm using the Tenkara Rodco Yari today, and if you don't know about this rod, you definitely got to put it on your radar. It's made by Tenkara Rodco, but it's actually made in Japan by a prominent Japanese manufacturer, designed by Tenkara Rodco. It's got a little bit of fiberglass in the blank, so it has this wonderful, slightly slower action. It's just a real joy to cast. One of my new favorite rods. Very, very, very deep hole here. Deepest I've seen all day. Let's see if we can get a big boy to come rise from the depths. Sometimes I feel like these holes that are like almost a little too deep are troubling when they're not really coming up readily for dry flies. They're way down there and they're like, no, I'm not coming up to the surface. Definitely think a bit of that is going on. I keep thinking though, you know, the day's progressing. Maybe the water's warming up a little bit. Maybe they'll get a little more active on the surface. And even still, we've managed to catch some real pretty brookies on the surface, on dries, in this incredible place. And that feels so good. I am definitely surprised we haven't gotten even a look in here though. Let's try a bit more action. Where you guys at? Dang. Surprising. Huh. Here we go. I like this spot right here. Far side, right along that bank. Ah. The wind is starting to pick up. You can feel that big storm energy. Big severe thunderstorms are supposed to be in the area this afternoon. I'm hoping I can get at least a few more hours out on the creek here, but Mother Nature is certainly going to dictate my time here. There's a fish. All right. They just keep coming. It's been an absolutely amazing day out here. Beautiful, beautiful brook trout. Boom. Tried a little downstream approach there and it worked. There we go. There we go. Staying stealthy. We're back behind this bank here. It's all about staying stealthy a lot of times in these clear, skinny streams. Helps a lot for sure. There we go. Nice fish. The first sprinkles are beginning. It's getting very dark and very ominous, and I think it's going to be a nasty one. I'm nice and dry under this big tarp, and definitely comfortable in the hammock as well. It was hailing a little bit just a couple minutes ago. Rain's coming down. Thunder's pretty consistent, pretty loud, but it's pretty fun. Name a more wholesome breakfast than 2 packages of chicken ramen. Go ahead, I'll wait. Bit of a challenge here this morning. Just walked outside of camp, checked out the creek, and the water levels are up quite a bit. It's not completely blown out, so I think there is definitely a decent chance that we can kind of leave this area and maybe find another creek that has much better clarity. So that's the goal for now, for today. Try to get on some good water, and let's see what we can make happen. Made it to the next creek. Don't really know how this place is going to fish, but the water does appear to be a little bit lower. There's some more rain in the forecast, unfortunately. It's supposed to be here in maybe 2, 3, 4 hours. So I figure might as well fish the place that I'm at. If there's fish here, I'm going to be happy. I'll just say that much. It's a very, very green, lush valley. So needless to say, very beautiful, and I am very excited to get in there. Oh my gosh, nice fish. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Wow. Wow. To catch a fish this size out of a place this tiny, look at this creek in this lush green valley, butted up against these cliffs, just absolutely gorgeous. Here we go, what do we got here? Wow, freaking big brook trout. That's awesome. That is so cool. Look at the size of that brook trout. That is a surprise catch for sure. Wow. It's gonna be very interesting to see what the rest of the day holds. That was really such a surprisingly big brook trout for this stream. Makes me wonder, maybe the juiciest holes are gonna have big ones in them, but maybe low fish density, which I will not complain about, not for 1 second. But I would definitely normally expect other streams to have a couple fish, you know, in a hole like this. But we just had that one big bruiser. There we go. There we go. Drifted past those weeds a couple times, but took him a few shots to eat it. Not as big as the last one, but definitely not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Another brook trout. Heck yes. It's gonna be a good day. That last brook trout actually spit up a pretty big earthworm. I always thought that, you know, people said that trout eat worms after rain just to justify their use of a sandworm worm, you know, the fly. Not that I have anything wrong with any junk flies, for the record. I really don't. But that was pretty interesting to see that happen. It makes sense too. Lots of rain, lots of earthworms out. Brook trout being opportunistic feeders, you know, I guess they really do eat worms. With the water being off color from last night's thunderstorms, I think that's actually an advantage on such a tiny creek like this, because these brook trout, they're wary, you know, they know. If you're messing around and it's sunny and you're looking over the edge, they're gonna see you in an instant and they'll be gone. They're not gonna eat. Having the clarity reduced just a little bit, not to mention a nice overcast day. It definitely helps. That was awesome. Spunky, dude. Maybe the smallest one of the bunch so far, but he's fighting. He is fighting harder than his size would suggest. Ah, oh, beautiful, beautiful. This is awesome. You know, it's actually a really special day for me today. A day that only comes about once every 2 or so fishing seasons. And you know what that day is? It's New Croc Day. Brand new, smelling great, soles intact, 4-wheel drive strap, engaged Crocs. And not just any Crocs, mind you, but the best Crocs of all, the Croc Bistros. These bad boys with their patented Crocs lock technology are, and I'm not joking anymore, literally the most slip resistant, best, most stickiest shoe that I have ever used in wet conditions. They're dirt cheap, they're durable, and they work really, really well for me. There's a brookie. There's a brookie. Nice one too. See, he liked me talking about those Crocs. They're all about it. Crocs are just fishy. Are you really a trout bum if you're wearing Sims? I don't think so. There we go. Tucked way up under that bank. Oh my goodness. Looks like a nice brown actually. I didn't think we were gonna find any other species in here. This Yari is fun, but for every bit that you give where they stay pinned because the rod flexes so much, that also means you have less control steering them. Still fun as heck, and I'd rather have it this way, but I do not want this guy burying himself up under the bank, that's for sure. He's trying, he keeps trying. Get out of there, dude. There we go. Wow, really nice fish. Gosh, that's awesome. Hit right on the first cast there. This hole does look incredible. I think we're gonna find some fish. Right on the edge of the weeds here. Oh, good Lord. Rod is singing. Another nice brown. They're fighting hard today. Man, oh man, let's keep this party going. Seems like there's decent brown trout and brook trout in almost every single hole. Truly the stuff that dreams are made of. To have fish of this size in a stream this small and so scenic, I mean, that is truly special. Boom. There's another one right there. The rain has definitely been threatening all day. Although to be fair, it was supposed to have been thunderstorming already, and somehow we've managed to avoid it, which I'm really happy about because I do not want to get kicked off of this creek. There's another one. Wind is starting to pick up. Some thunder is rumbling in the distance pretty consistently now. I knew it was always in the forecast that we were supposed to get some rain and some thunderstorms, but it was supposed to come much earlier in the day. I thought maybe we'd get lucky and avoid it outright, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. There we go. They're still biting even with that rain coming in. Some happy fish in this creek. As I make my way back to the safety of my car, I'm so glad that I decided to ignore the forecast and visit this place anyway. Oh, the storm has come in pretty quickly. Probably should have left a little bit earlier, but we're all right. From stunning little brook trout to surprisingly big browns in tiny water, this trip, like most, had so many high points worth remembering. The storms certainly presented a consistent challenge, but despite all of that, I still managed to catch a ton of fish in two incredible locations. You know, you'll miss every opportunity given to you if you sit inside waiting for the right moment. But the car's not too far away. So we'll get back in there and get all dry and warm. So take a chance. Just get out there. You will not regret it. Woo-wee. Made it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.